Right, hello, hi everyone, welcome back. It's been a long time since I've made a video. I haven't really done anything bonsai related since autumn last year really. So I think we'll count the few videos that I did last year as sort of the prologue, if you like, and we'll count this as season 1. So today, which is the 14th of Feb, I'm going to repot this Musk Maple. This was actually featured in the last video, which was getting it ready for the club show, which I think was October, maybe November. So that's the last time I've literally done anything bonsai related. So had a bit of a break, which is nice after it's full on the season, especially with watering, so nice to have a bit of a break, but it's time to get back to it. We had frost last night, so this tree stayed indoors. As you can see, if I zoom in a little bit, we're starting to get green shoots everywhere, so the tree is waking up. Now, since autumn, or like end of autumn, the trees lived in the hallway inside where it's cool, but it's obviously not cool enough because the tree started to wake up, so it has spent probably the last sort of month living outdoors, but I just have to keep an eye on it if there's any frosts. I was going to repot larch today, but I thought I'd do this first because with it waking up, I don't want it to have a couple of warm days, maybe, if that's possible in this country. And actually wake up properly, and then I miss the repotting, so I'll repot it today. I've got a new pot for it that I got from Greenwoods a couple of weeks ago, and then it'll have to be babysat some more to make sure it doesn't get any frost, because I think we're due more tonight, so it'll come back indoors, but at least the tree's ready then to grow when it's ready to. So yeah, we'll repot this, pick the new front. I've got a front picked already, but I can show you that when I repot it, so I'll get it out the pot and we'll begin. Get to try my new soil scoops that I've won on the oh, that's good, we've got a new bud back there, the SB-Bonsai Expo last, was it summertime? So that came out the pot nice and easy. Can get rid of this. It's an alright pot, but I'm not massively keen on just like blue pots. They just look a bit cheap. So let's have a look. I don't know if you'll be able to see, but I have got, where are we? Where's the camera? A new bud just in here, so that could be quite useful because this is quite straight with not a lot going on. So all those roots in there. Doesn't look like there's any white tips. There might be one there. So it's not a week yet, but I'm worried if I don't repot it, it's gonna happen and then I'll miss it. So we'll just, this top surface is just moss that I'll put on for the last, there's my front marker for the show, but see, it's just browned off now, so it's just been living indoors. Nice to get these weeds out of it as well. The last video that I did, which was on this tree, I don't know what happened. It was fine through editing, uploading and all of that, but then when I uploaded it to YouTube and watched it back, the video was tiny. I don't know if it's CapCut or something that I'm doing, but sometimes the videos just don't go through properly, which kind of puts me off filming. But so like now I'm recording in 4K. But last time I tried doing that with this Samsung phone, it just would never upload to YouTube, so I'm hoping that I can get it to work. So what we're doing is we're just combing everything out radially like this. I am going to bare root this, so basically I want to get all of the soil out of this. I've never repotted it, so I want to get it into my own soil mix, make sure there's no sort of field soil or anything in it. It seems to be pretty much acadam, so that's good. But yeah, I'll carry on doing this. This will take a while, and then I'll do that off camera, and then I'll come back and show you where we're at. There's no point in you sat watching this for the next probably 20 minutes or so, so I'll be back soon. So, as you can see now, we're getting quite close onto spaghetti roots now. There was a few different drainage screens in this. I've got these sort of fabric-y ones, and then these like plastic discs, and I've got one what's that bud, sort of stuck in here, so I'll have to try and work that out. But you can see the amount of roots we've got on here, all pretty healthy. I'm not sure how this Nabari is gonna look. It's not been done that well. See, it's a bit of a sort of undercut, nothing really there. So we'll carry on and we'll see what we've got. I have to wash these roots off now and then I'll come back. Right, so I've washed them and combed them out a bit more, so we're at the point now where we can kind of start to trim them a bit. What was that? Oh, it's a plastic bag. Right, so first we'll do just a basic, I don't know if you can see, cut of the roots underneath. So I don't need all this. Makes it a bit easier to get in there, see what I'm doing. Flattening the underneath as well, you see. Might need sharpening these scissors a bit that I use for pruning roots now. That's it so far. Right, so I've given that a sort of prune underneath and then combed it out some more. So now you can see we've got a few more long ones underneath, but we're getting there. So we'll just trim off those long ones I've untangled underneath. Right, and that'll do for that for now. So now what I need to do is go around. See, ideally, I'll just move this because the cat's moved it. You'd want all your roots coming out radially, so it's like a nice even circle. But as you can see, although we've got a lot of good healthy roots on here, the way the Nabari's grown, which I don't mind. Oh, I can smell that like bacon smell. Like here is not so good, so there's not a lot going on apart from further underneath. So I'm just going to have to kind of work with what I've got, so as radial as I can, and balance the vigour. So as you can see, funnily enough, with the tree being kind of windswept that way, the roots are also more one-sided that way. There's not so much here. So what I'll do now is I'll just like balance that out and kind of detail prune it, get rid of some long thick ones like this that aren't needed, and just tidy up, and then I'll come back and I'll show you how it's looking. Okay, so I'm happy with this point that the tree's at now. You can see the roots are all even, balanced. They're not perfect because of the way the nabari is, but I think with the tree raised out of the pot, it will look quite cool, quite natural, because a lot of the time with natural trees, they do come out of the ground quite kind of wild like that. But I'm quite happy with that. It should go in the pot as well that I've got for it, so I'll just clean up this mess, which actually I can show you. Put the tree just here for a minute. Show you the soil and the roots that have come off. You see there the nabari, or the spread of roots, more like, it's quite good now, but that's everything that's come off. So quite a lot when you think what the tree was like. I wouldn't say it was root bound, but it was definitely ready for prune to keep it in check with being a bonsai and not just a plant growing in a container. So I'll clean up and I'll come back. Okay, so I just wanted to show you this. So this is the pot I bought from Greenwoods. It's a Walsall Ceramics, specifically for this tree. Now you can see it fits the root massing quite well, but the tree, the roots do stick above the pot a little bit, so I'm a bit concerned about that. There's not much else I can do because you can see how flat it is on the bottom. So that's the pot I bought. The next pot I have to hand down is this one. It does fit the roots quite well. I'll show you the pot. I think this is it's an Erin pot, but it's a second, so, but I've got that. It does fit the roots well in it, but I just think it's a bit chunky for that tree. If it was just like the lip shorter, I think would look quite good, but I just feel like that's a bit too heavy for it. What do you guys think? I think I'm going to go with the original, but just thought I'd show you that. Right, I'm stressed out now. So I've done away with the original pot that I bought for the tree. I think it's just a little bit too shallow. So we've either got the pot I said, which now I think is quite nice because it's a similar match. So it'll be like that, green of the moss if it's in a show, that, and then green of the leaves if it's in a summer show. So I've got that, or I've also got another Erin pot, which is a bit shallower, and that's quite nice as well. So which one do I go for? I did have another one, like a green one, but I've decided against that. So I've got that one, which again matches the bark quite well, but I think it might be a little bit more deserty looking. It's slightly bigger in soil volume than this one, but I'm thinking this one now is a good fit. So I think I'm going to go with that. So when the video goes live, just let me know what you guys think out of the 3 pots, but I think I'm going to go with this. Okay, so tree's ready, pot's ready, drainage screen's in, wiring to hold the tree down because I'm going to start wiring some of the trees in, I think. So now we just need to get the Kaizen number 2 mix in, which I've bought 4 of these boxes this year, as well as some Akadama pumice over there. So yeah, we'll get the Kaizen 2 in anyway and we'll be back. Right, so we've got a base layer of soil in there now. Now we just need to position the tree. So we've got a bit of a mound on the side I'm going to plant it. So now it's just a case of double checking. Actually, let me get a bit more soil if I can. Just a second. Oh, that's over here. Oh. That's the Kaizen 2 mix. You can see there. Chuck that in there, and then the front is here. So just got to get this right, you see. Might need a bit more soil, bigger mound. Just on this side here. Okay, let's have a look now. Just double checking my front that I'm happy with it. Right, so go about here, push down, twist, so you're just flattening that soil out, getting good contact. With the soil. Just double checking everything as I go. Gotta get it right. It's also raised a bit out the pot now because of the mound, which I didn't really want, but how much is that raised? It's not bad. Shift it left and right, flatten out a little bit. Watch those roots. Okay, so that, see now, if I bring you up, those roots fit in that pot nice. Let's just check the height of the tree now. Let me lift it out, have a look all the way around. Check the height. Yeah, that's quite good. Just shows enough in the battery. So, yeah, it's offset slightly to the right. I'm quite happy with that. Just the last. Like so. Make sure all those roots are tucked in nice. Right. Right, so now I'm just gonna tie it down. I haven't got gym pliers, so I'm just using the wire cutters. So try and pull and twist on this. Ooh. That's why you're better with gym pliers for this. Cut the wire, but you can make it work. Just a bit more fiddly. Doesn't need to be super tight because I don't want to scar any roots as they thicken up in age, but I do want to tie this tree in. So, see there, that's quite secure now. Might just go a little tighter. Like so, cut that end off. There's roots there. So now I could actually probably pick this up without the tree falling out, but see, it's quite tricky with this tree because I've not got much to sort of tie down to. It's all on the bar, which obviously I don't want to have the wire on show. So I'm gonna, it's probably not ideal, but I'm gonna try and go around that way with this one. Just try and get it. I might be able to tuck it through them roots there. That should be better. Yeah. So that's under the roots now. Not over them. Oh, just be careful. Don't pull the tree out. Okay, so that's a bit better. And then this one here. Gonna make another loop by hand. Get it quite tight. Right. Cut off that excess. Like so. And then same thing again, hold the tree, pull on that wire, twist it, tighten it. Okay, so there's still some movement, but it's quite tight. It's just to stop it blowing out if we get any bad winds or anything. So that should be quite tight there now, like that. So I can actually just lift that out now, or lift it up, I mean, sorry, but it's not too tight. So quite happy with that. Just see if I can get another couple of turns on it maybe. It's not perfect, you know, how you would tie a tree into the pot, but it should do the job. So, bring you in now. You can see there's wires where they've been tied. So it's not perfect, but it's tricky because I'm trying to not get it on any of that nabari, because obviously I don't want the wire on show. I just need enough just to hold the tree down if it gets windy, which I'm sure it will at some point. So yeah, that's good, happy with that. So now it's just a case of filling in with more soil over the top, and we'll come back again. Right, so here we go. Finished repotting the Musk Maple for today. So topped it up with soil, worked it in with a chopstick so that there's no air gaps, so that all the roots have got contact with soil particles that are nice and wet. You can see it's still running out the pot. And yeah, we're quite happy with it. So this is sort of the angle you'd be looking from. This is the front of the tree. So positioned just so that this is now like back branch. Before it was tilted a little bit more this way, so it was kind of like two side branches. So yeah, I'll just give you a little spin on the turntable if it's still working alright, so you can see it. So yeah, the pot's an herring pot, but it's a second. I don't quite know why. It might be, if you look down here on the feet, some of the drips have gone sort of under the feet, so you get a bit of tilt, but it's nothing to be bothered about. I can't remember how much I paid for it. It wasn't a lot, but that's a nice pot. So I think it does actually suit the Musk Maple quite well. So if you can picture, if I put this in a show, maybe in like the summertime, we'll have this nice pot. The colour does match the bark quite well, but it'll go from that colour to green moss to the trunk colour, and then to the green of the leaves, which you can see are just starting to come out, but trying to stall them. So not sure when it'll wake up, but at least it's been repotted now and it's ready to go. So I am happy with that pot. We're still a bit undecided on the pots, but I think that the pot that I did buy for it was just a little too shallow for it. I think this is quite nice. So I've got a bit of a pot collection going on now, some nice pots. So I've got these, you've seen most of them on my intro video, I think, when I started YouTube, but I've got these, I've got them. That was the green one that I was debating, but I don't think it was the best choice. I think the pot it's in, and then this one was probably best. Where's my finger? Here, the top one. The others all are a bit big. I've got that pot there, which is obviously the one I purchased for it. A couple of nice pots there. Whilst I was at Greenwoods, I also bought some training pots, just plastic training pots for various trees, which you can see there, and some soil. But yeah, we're just sort of, there's all like the cheap pots down there, and the blue pot that the Musk Maple was in. But yeah, we're just sort of waiting now for repotting. So I think the next trees to be done will probably be larch. I want to work on that, but that might have to wait. Larch, and then yeah, nothing else is awake at the moment. That's awake, looking very pretty, but what's that called? Prunus okame, some sort of blossom, but looks like I've missed that, but I'm not too bothered, although it was 13 quid. So yeah, big hornbeam is still asleep. That needs working on soon. Bring back like the long extensions. There is one extension, this one, if we can see, is sort of starting to wake up, but the rest of the tree still asleep. But yeah, so that was it. First video back for 2026. The Musk Maple, one of my favourite trees out of my collection. So yeah, hope you enjoyed that. I'll try and edit this video and try and get it uploaded. Hopefully it'll be successful. And yeah, we're back underway. The season's quickly coming round now, so hope you enjoyed that one. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.